How many times have you chased the perfect deep sleep only to wake up exhausted? You bought the best sleep supplements, maybe tried melatonin or magnesium for sleep, expecting a miracle. But the shocking truth is that 90% of what you're doing is worthless. In fact, there is a simple sleep secret your daily life hides from you, which is bringing you closer to a deadly disease. The lesson isn't in how much you sleep, but in when. We live by what I call the false compensation pattern. We aggressively steal from our sleep during the weekdays to feel productive, then try to pay back the debt with a late lie-in on Friday and Saturday. This is the destructive pattern. Why does it happen? We treat sleep as flexible luxury that can be manipulated, but your body doesn't see flexibility. It sees chaos in its circadian rhythm. The common mistake is believing that sleep is a loan that can be repaid. This pattern subtly affects every meeting, every decision, and every relationship without you realizing it. It operates as a silent killer, slowly changing your physical chemistry. Here is the breaking point. Let me confess. I did the same thing. I'd tell myself, I'll sleep well tomorrow. Deep down, I knew I was stealing from myself. I was afraid of only one thing, that this frantic pursuit of success would stop for a moment, and I would see the damage I was doing to my health. The real pain is the feeling of helplessness, like driving your car on fumes, ignoring the low fuel warning light. The problem is not that you'll be tired. The problem is critical, because research revealed by world-renowned expert Matthew Walker showed that inconsistent sleep timing increases your risk of cardiovascular disease by 57%. 57%. For something so simple and entirely within your control. This isn't just burnout. This is a risk to your life, right now. At UC Berkeley, Dr. Matthew Walker, the world's #1 sleep expert, was facing the same common problem. Why weren't people getting rest despite all the advice and supplements? They discovered that people were focusing on the content, what pill, what food, instead of the time frame. When do I sleep? When do I wake up? The turning point was discovering that the body responds to regularity as the single most important of the 4 pillars of sleep. The most vital lesson he discovered is this: consistency trumps quantity. A consistent 7 hours is far superior for your body than an inconsistent 10. When people began applying this simple lesson, they found not only improved energy, but a reduction in anxiety, because their bodies were no longer on high alert, waiting for daily rhythm disruption. You are not fighting for your hours of sleep. You are fighting to prove you can control your time. This sentence should shift your perspective entirely. Ask yourself, does my sleep schedule reflect my true priorities, or is it just the leftover crumbs of time? Let's make this practical tonight. The steps are simple but difficult. 1. Choose your wake-up time and lock it in, even on weekends. 2. Find your sleep window, 1 hour where you must go to bed every night, e.g. between 11 p.m. and 12 a.m. 3. Stop trying to repay the debt on the weekend. Tonight, when you feel tempted to watch one more episode, remember the 57% figure. That episode costs you 57% of your long-term heart health. The final non-negotiable lesson is, sleep is not a luxury. It is a sacred appointment that must be honored. Start tonight. One small step of discipline will grant you not just a longer life, but a stronger, more conscious one. If you are ready for this transformation, subscribe now and share this video with someone who sleeps inconsistently. Let's save their life together.